Hello, if you are watching this video and not participating in Black Friday in a very long line at some store, I imagine that most sales are online at this point anyway. We're going to talk some today about white fragility and about Native American Heritage Day. So today is the day after Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving, which you may be seeing around some of your feeds and social media and some of the news. And I encourage us to, certainly in the spirit of the holiday or how it started to manifest, practice gratitude for the privilege we do have and the wins we are making every single day, as well as committing even more to anti-racism, to self-education and to learning, and to unpacking both traumas that our ancestors have had that we may still be holding on to, as well as some of the systems that we may be benefiting from may be facilitating or initiating trauma and injustice for others. So today is Native American Heritage Day. I also hope that you have an opportunity today to learn more about Native American heritage, to celebrate all of the beautiful things that Native American heritage has added to the world in music and ritual and food and tradition. And I hope that you can also start to learn some more about the cultures and backgrounds and ethnicities and languages and genders that some of your clients identify with. So we want to be careful not to overburden our clients to educate us on systems or isms that we can learn about and we can train in outside of the room, so that we can create as much space as possible for our clients to share with us about their unique lived experience in the context of those systems. So as it relates to white fragility, as it relates to racism and anti-racism, we need to be doing the work inside and outside of the room to understand our own trauma, to understand our own fragility, our own privilege, to be in our own therapy and our own supervision and our own group supervision, so that we can show up with that foundational level of understanding, so that when someone who's feeling safe and vulnerable and brave shows up and tells us something, we can more often than not, or as often as possible, understand the context in which they might be sharing that and really hone in and empathize with their lived experience. This might sound counterintuitive, but when or if you're in a position where you don't know, especially if this is in your own therapy, in group supervision, try to write it down, to try to learn more. If it's in group supervision or one-on-one supervision, please ask, what is that? What does that mean? If it's in social circles, please ask, what is that? What does that mean? If it's with your clients, I encourage you to think about your own level of clinical practice, your own work with your supervisor on whether or not you would ask, what is that, versus researching in your own time and following up. But the idea is that the more that we can learn, the more we can familiarize with the vast, eclectic, mosaic diversity of culture, ethnicity, age, gender, we can start to really have snippets of ideas of what systems might be impacting the various people we're interacting with inside and outside of the room. And that's so important to feed and fuel culturally competent work, which is more important now than ever. So I hope that this talk is helpful for you, and I hope that if nothing else, a little prompt as we depart today, think through each of the clients that you're working with. What's something that you can be grateful for about them? How can you really call in some of the power and strength and progress that they've made? Think about how might their culture or race or ethnicity or age or gender or sexual orientation have impacted that aspect that you want to celebrate. And then look in and think about yourself. A year ago today, what has shifted and changed for you? What do you want to celebrate? What have you increasingly recognized and understood? How have you advocated? How have you shifted the conversation forward? How have you supported your clients? What shifts are you starting to see in the confidence you bring to your private practice and your work? And how can you carve out just a little bit of extra time today and this weekend to celebrate that and how much hard work you put into that to make that happen? Keep up the hard work. I am rooting for you. I am so grateful to be here with you, and keep letting us know what questions are top of mind for you that we can unpack together, especially as it relates to growing your practice from a business and marketing perspective. We'll see you soon. Hope that you share and tag with any colleagues and loved ones who this can be helpful for. And otherwise, we'll see you in just a couple days. I hope you feel a little bit more connected, grateful, and grounded today, and wish you all of the love this weekend and every day moving forward. Bye.